Alright, we got a nice little box here. So, figured we'd do a little unboxing. See what we got. Bam! Oh yeah, here we go. Yellow Lion and Hunk. It's a huge box. Good lord. Pop that joint open. Woo! So we got Hunk, a 3 3/4 inch figure. See that? Not too bad. There's the key. There's the back. Shows the blazing sword attachment. Little bio. Not bad. Not bad. This is probably their Mattel's best 3 3/4 inch figure of all time. Well, the Voltron line. And here's the yellow line itself. Good God, that's big. I did not realize how big it was. Look at this is my hand compared to it. That's massive. Just imagine what the black line's gonna look like. That's dope. Ooh, I like the backdrop. You can use that for some ACBA right there. Always keep looking for anything you can use. The packaging is very, very nice. I actually really dig this packaging. You can see the back of the box. Here he goes. He's the left leg. And the rest of Voltron shows how Hunk fits in there. This is dope. This is really, really dope. I'm excited. But like I said with the red line, I'm not going to open them until I get all of the parts. Until I get every single line. I'll keep them in box, put them up, keep them nice and fresh. So that's just my style right there. I'm just going to wait till I get them all, then pop them all open. I think that'd be exciting. But I want to see how many more of these lines come with these little backdrops. I mean, that's cool right there. I like that. So yeah, now the DC Universe Classics, or the DC Universe, I get a subscription to. Voltron I get a subscription to. But the Master of the Universe I don't get a subscription to. Just because I didn't want to be forced to buy all those other characters I don't really care about. But when I heard about the Voltron, you gotta get it. You have to get it. Alright, now up next we have Drago Man. This was this month's Master Universe Classic figure. Now, once I said before, I don't have the subscription to Master Universe, but I get the ones I want. When I seen this at New York Comic Con, man, I had to have this thing. This thing is was just excellent. Bam! This is badass. I mean, you guys already know, most of you have been with me for the longest time. You know I'm a huge dragon fan. I got a nice dragon collection. This figure is massive too. I mean, it's a bigger size box than what it normally comes in, or just to get those wings in there. Such a beautiful figure. You can see it's got a nice bio on him. Real cool. And this is actually the Four Horsemen's created character. See, created by the Four Horsemen. So it fits perfectly well with the Master Universe figures and characters. Apparently there were supposed to be more weapons that came with them, but due to cost they took that out. But I'm not tripping. That fire sword is just badass looking. So gotta crack this thing open. Let's have a real close-up look at Drago Man. The Horseman absolutely killed it on this one. This is such a beautifully done figure. I mean, everything about this thing is flat out perfect in my opinion. There'd be like some things I would have liked to seen added, but for what they brought us, an excellent figure. I mean, I really have hardly any complaints at all with this thing. This thing is absolutely nuts. So look at this thing. Beautifully done head sculpt once again by the Horseman. Fun factor all around with the wings, the sword. It's just beautifully crafted from head to toe. This thing is flat out amazing. Now it's got all the standard articulation, you know, in the Master Universe molds, but the one thing I really like that they did with this figure is it's got a superior deep ankle pivot. I mean, that's the deepest I've ever seen on the male figures. I know a lot of the female figures have you know, that deep articulation, but you see they reuse parts just like Mattel normally does, but in order for it to make a completely new character, you know, that's when you really like it. You can see the tail is part of Whiplash. The scales are from King Hiss. The wings, very articulated. They can go up and down. They can go back. See, they're just on a hinge back there. So again, you can get them all kinds of different poses. The head sculpt is something that's seriously like. Now, one of my things I would have liked to have seen added was a hinge on the jaw. I think that would have been really dope, but you know, that's just something I would have liked to seen added. It doesn't take away from the figure at all. I mean, this is still one of the, probably my favorite Master Universe figures that are on today. Oops. You can see they're just on a little ball. Just pop it back in. And there you go. But yeah, the flame sword is really nice. Look at that bad boy. Bam! That's a cool fun factor. All the armor he's got on him. Now, this is a totally new creation from the Four Horsemen. I said that before. Now, what's really interesting is that he is part of this dragon clan that fought, you know, against not only the Snake Men but the Masters, and then he joined up with the Skeletor's group, so he's one of his minions. But it'd be kind of cool to see if the Horsemen plan to do a Masters figure of their own, you know, be a part of the good guy team. That'd be kind of cool. I'd actually like to see that. I bet they would too. But the color choice on this guy is really fantastic. The orange on his inside of the wings are this really bright, vibrant orange. The red really stands out. All around, super, super clean figure. Love it. Trying to work on some photos for the MU community. Shouts out to Configure and Ashrock. Those are dudes that pretty much hold it down over there. But I'm telling you, man, MU is so hard to stand up. When you get when you get him down, then you know it's like clockwork. But I mean, for the most part, they still are difficult to work with. So that's why I think if you can display MU, then you can display any kind of figure. That's just my personal opinion, because they're difficult to work with. But the true masters can. The true masters can. Because I got to touch this up a little bit. Got to get Spider-Woman looking right. See, my biggest thing is I don't like the show stands. Any chance I can get to hide it, I try to. Maybe if I move Red Hulk over there, I might hide it just a little bit better. But I mean, you know, sometimes you got to show the stands, but I try my very best not to show them. But sometimes it just doesn't happen. One of the best teams ever assembled. So someone asked me a couple weeks ago, I did a picture with Vegeta on this display base with grass all around it, and I'll show you today. It's the easiest thing in the world. All you need to do is get yourself a Bob the Odd, aka Lunkermouth, a base, and then you'll need some of this fake moss stuff, which you can get at craft store Michael's for about $5. And then all you do is just lay it down anywhere you like. Anywhere. See that? Yeah, little happy tree right there. Yeah, maybe he needs a friend. Let's put a friend over there. That's great. Look at that. Now he's got a friend. You just do it however you want to. Right there. Look at that right there. It just comes to life. And then maybe you want to put something over there. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Now, the problem with this stuff is it will flake off, but it's not bad. See, it's not bad. I had a buddy that came over. What was the first thing he thought of? Oh, man, you going to roll that up? No, we're not going to roll that up. We're not going to roll that up. Yeah, see? And then it really brings out the display even more. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. He's got bush. He's got bush all around him. You guys ever watch that dude back in the day? I think his name was Ross. He was like a painter. Man, I kid you not, I would watch that guy religiously. I don't know, there's something about that dude, man. I would just always trip out watching his paintings. I mean, he'd have just nothing but a blank canvas. Next thing you know, he's just going to town. So he was always the best dude to watch when you're smoking. Always. I mean, that guy was just classic. And that's where I got that. He always did that. And you got a little happy tree over there. Just a happy tree. See? So now it just brings out the display just a little bit more. Gives it that kind of like, the moss overtaken, or, the bush overtaken the display, the scenery. So you can just mess around with it. I mean, this stuff is really cheap. Has a pleasant smell to it also. So. Alright, few comics for the week. Here we got round 2, and it is on. Now this one was 100 times way better than number 1. And number 1 was actually really good, but this one you actually finally get to see Avengers X-Men clash at it. And they went out just going at each other. I mean, it was really damn good. The writing in here, once again, was way more superb than the artwork. Ramada Jr., I can't stand his work, but it started out, I mean, I won't give away any spoilers, but, the X-Men are still going through who should, what really should go down, with Hope. But they, in time of crisis, they band together. And one thing I really liked was the narration in this. There was a time where Emma Frost punched Iron Man in her diamond form, and it said the most expensive punch, ever. I thought that was kind of cool and clever. And all around the different battles that they did, the fights, Luke Cage and Namor went at it. It was all around epic, I thought. Now, I just hope that it's not the last big battle we have, because at the end of this, it shows, I won't say any, but somebody runs off and now everyone has to track them down or something. But it's one of those things where I hope this isn't the last battle, but it shouldn't be. I mean, it's only round 2, but so far it's off to an excellent start. Justice League number 8. This one was absolutely funny. It was hilarious. Now, this one was Green Arrow. He's trying to get on the Justice League team, and the Justice League does not want any part of him. It's funny, too, because back, before, he didn't want any part of the Justice League and all that, and they had to kind of lure him in and all that stuff. But this one was really cool because he's done something in his past and he's hoping to make up for it. But it was really damn clever. I mean, he went to every battle they were at, Green Arrow showed up, and I thought that was just hilarious. Definitely worth the pickup. And of course, I got to get the variants. I'm a sucker for variants. Now this one, this is the Night of the Owls, the beginning. Now this is going to be the I guess the first main event, or all around comic to comic integration between Batman, Robin, Nightwing. I mean, the Owl clan is just, they are brutal, absolutely brutal, and this has been such a good read. Now we're on to something I hope to be really big, so if you get a chance, I would check out the last couple issues of Batman to really catch up what's going on, because the writing on this has been really superb. So last week I forgot to add in the MU must-own figure, so I'm going to do that. This one is Scarlet Spider-Man. This is absolutely a fantastic figure. I actually really like this figure. I'm not too big a fan of Scarlet Spider-Man, but I do like the way he was brought in. You know, I mean, I'm not too excited for clones and all that, but his character actually evolved in a way which most clone characters don't really get to do. It utilizes the new body mold, except for, like, say, the ankle pivot. But the sculpt on the jacket is super nice. I wish it had a hinge on the wrist. That'd be really cool. But all around, the sculpt is excellent. Very, very nicely done. No super paint details, just a solid red, which how he is in the comics. I mean, it's really comic accurate. You can see he's got the traditional little hood. He's got the hoodie going on. Very nice detail all around. So this is an excellent figure. You can still get him in stores here and there, but in my area he's been gone for a minute now. But definitely pick this figure up if you can. See? New articulation. Now another Marvel Universe must own, we have Doctor Strange. Absolutely wonderful figure. Very, very nice usage of the new mold. The cape. The cape actually helps him stand so perfectly. You don't have to really do anything with him, and he'll stand up no matter what. But the sculpt is super nice. I mean, all the detail around his cloak itself is really nice. Let's see how deep I can get in there. I can't. But yeah, it came out really sharp all around. He's got his 2 fingers for when he does his magic spells. And I think that same belt is the one used with Phoenix. I'm not sure, but see, he's got the new mold. He's got the ankle articulation. All around cool figure. Now, these effects did not come with them, so don't be getting all happy now. But yeah, this is a tremendous figure. You can possibly get him in stores still. I am not 100% sure. I haven't seen him for a while either, but all around cool ass figure. This is one of the best, in my opinion, top 10 worthy. And then of course you have the variant as well. He's in his astral plane form, which is ridiculously dope. Just the uses of what they, you know, the paint and all that stuff, or the plastic. I don't know how they create this effect, but it is unbelievable. This one, of course, you'll hardly ever find them in stores. You know, I had to hustle hard to get this bad boy, but this is an amazing figure. Definitely, if you can get them, I'd get it. Marvel Legends must own. Here we got Punisher. This is my favorite Punisher. I absolutely love this figure. Anytime I have a shot with Punisher, this is the only one I use. I mean, I think it's just a fantastic figure. His hands are molded. They're articulated, but he still has the trigger finger effect, which really helps out a lot when holding guns. The face sculpt, I think, is amazing. I mean, look at that. He's got his dirty beard going on. He's got a pissed off look. I mean, this is how Punisher should look. All around, the sculpt is really nice. Articulation is good too, especially for being one of the earlier years of Marvel Legends. But look at that. That is just absolutely cool. Let's see if I think Shartimus did a review on it. If he didn't, Shartimus, do a review on this guy. But just all around, I love the way this figure came out. Absolutely super clean. Look at that, look at that, look at that. It's even got ankle articulation. Not as good as all the rest, but I mean, it's got the traditional joints from Toy Biz. Just all around, just a really fun figure. I think this one also came with a base, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, it's been a long time, so I can't remember what all he came with, but all around excellent Marvel Legend. Alright, DC Universe, here we go. We have the Comic-Con exclusive Man-Bat. This version is the all-white version with, you can see all the veins going through him, which is red. He came with a really nice package. I mean, it had one of, like a sarcophagus, and it was, when you open it up, it was a bat skreek. But all around, dope figure. Now this one, of course, has been reused in the traditional version of Man-Bat, which that one is extremely awesome. But I actually love this one. I don't have this one out in my display too often. Look at that face sculpt, it's amazing. And to get a sense of how big this figure is or how long it is, the wingspan itself goes from one end of the D-top to the other. You see it's touching the glass there, and it's touching the glass there. That's how big this figure is. I mean, it's about 7 inches, I would say, standing up, but lengthwise, I mean, it's huge. I mean, look at that wingspan. It's just enormous. So if you can get this figure, I would definitely get it. It's gonna cost you a good penny. Oh, he's down. Alright guys, once again, thanks for tuning in to Super Sunday. Hopefully we'll be back next week with some new content, some more stuff. But we're always going to continue on with the must-owns or the redos and all that stuff. But like I said, it's getting a little tight now, money-wise, for this trip to Comic-Con. So like I said before, not picking up as much as I did before, but we still bring something for you guys. Anyways, make sure you guys check out also the King Beastman, his channel, because the battle show is coming up. That's going to be off the hook like always. Make sure you subscribe to also Ashrock and Configure. I'll put the links to their channel in there. Bob the Odd, he makes all those nice displays. So I'll make sure I put all those links in the description. And we'll see you guys next time. Remember, beat those scalpers.
That's crispy.